Hi everybody, and welcome to the second part of the storage options that are offered by AWS. So in the previous lecture we looked at the S3. In this lecture we're going to look at the next one, which is offered by Amazon, and that's referred to as the Elastic Block Storage, or EBS. Now EBS provides persistent block storage volumes for use with EC2 instances in the cloud. Each Amazon EBS volume is automatically replicated within its availability zone to protect you from component failure, offering high availability and durability. The EBS volumes offer the consistent and low latency performance needed to run your workloads. Now with EBS, you can scale your usage up or down within minutes, all while paying a low price for only what you provision. Now the EBS is designed for application workloads that benefit from fine-tuning your performance, cost, and capacity. Typical use cases include big data analytics, relational and NoSQL databases, stream and log processing applications, just to name a few. Now some of the benefits of EBS are it's a reliable and secure storage. Each volume provides redundancies within its availability zone to protect against failures. Encryption and access control policies deliver strong defense in-depth security strategy for your data. The Amazon EBS general purpose volumes and the provision IOP volumes deliver low latency through SSD technology and consistent I/O performance scale to the needs of your application, and we will take a look at the different options that are offered by EBS next. You can also protect your data by taking point-in-time snapshots of your EBS volumes, providing long-term durability for your data. Boost the agility of your business by using the EBS snapshots to create new EC2 instances. It also allows you to optimize your volumes for capacity, performance, or cost, giving you the ability to dynamically adapt to the changing needs of any business. They also provide the ability to copy snapshots across regions, enabling geographical expansion, data center migration, and disaster recovery, providing flexibility and protection for your business. And lastly, the EBS optimized instance provides dedicated network capacity for the EBS volumes. This provides the best performance for your volumes by minimizing network contention between EBS and your instance. Now, EBS provides a range of options that allow you to optimize storage performance and cost for your workload. These options are basically divided into two major categories: the SSD-backed storage for transactional workloads such as databases and boot volumes, and the HDD-backed storage for throughput-intensive workloads such as MapReduce or log processing. The SSD-backed volumes include the highest performance provisioned IOPS SSD, or IO1, for latency-sensitive transactional workloads, and the general-purpose SSD, or the GP2, that balance price and performance for a wide variety of transactional data. The HDD-backed volumes, on the other hand, include a throughput-optimized one, the ST1, for frequently accessed throughput-intensive workloads, and the lowest cost cold HDD SC1 for less frequently accessed data. Now, just to give you a little bit of an example in terms of the difference, the IO1 is designed to deliver a consistent baseline performance of up to 50 IOPS per GB to a maximum of 64,000 IOPS and provide up to 1,000 megabyte per second of throughput per volume. So that's an amazing performance that's offered by this type of volume. In comparison, the maximum IOPS for a GP2 is only 16,000. So that gives you a good baseline comparison of the difference between the performance of a GP2 and IO1, and the same holds true for the SC1 and the ST1. Now, some of the other options that are available for the EBS volumes. We have something called the Data Lifecycle Manager for EBS snapshots, which provides a simple automated way to back up data stored on EBS volumes by ensuring that snapshots are created and deleted on a custom schedule. So you no longer need to use scripts or other tools to comply with data backup and retention policies specific to your organization or even your industry. With lifecycle management, you can be sure that snapshots are cleaned up regularly and keep costs under control, so you're getting the best of both worlds. Then the EBS also has elastic volumes, which is a feature that allows you to easily adapt your volumes as the need of your applications change. They allow you to dynamically increase capacity, tune performance, and change the type of any new or existing current generation volume with no downtime or performance impact. You can easily right-size your deployment and adapt to performance change. The snapshots are, like I mentioned, are basically backups of your hard drive. They give you the ability to save point-in-time snapshots of your volumes to an Amazon S3 bucket. Now the snapshots are stored incrementally, so only the blocks that have changed after your last snapshots are saved, and you're billed only for the changed block. As a rule of thumb, you should always keep a snapshot, so you should always keep your original snapshot in a separate place, and then keep your incremental snapshots in a separate bucket. Now for an additional fee, Amazon allows you to launch certain EC2 instance types as EBS optimized instances. Now these enable the EC2 to fully use the IOPS provisioned on an EBS volume. Now these optimized instances deliver dedicated throughput between Amazon EC2 and Amazon EBS with options between 500 and 10,000 megabits per second depending on the instance type. The availability and durability. So these volumes are designed to be highly available and reliable. At no additional charge, these EBS volumes are replicated across multiple servers in an availability zone to prevent the loss of data from the failure of any single component. Now these volumes are designed for an annual failure rate of between 0.1% to 0.2%, where a failure refers to a complete or partial loss of the volume depending on the size and performance of the volume. And lastly is the encryption. It offers seamless encryption of data, boot volumes, and snapshots, eliminating the need to build and manage a secure key management infrastructure. Now this encryption enables the data at rest security by encrypting your data volumes, boot volumes, and snapshots using the Amazon managed keys or keys you create and manage using the AWS Key Management Service or KMS. So let's go ahead and log into the management console and see how we can provision EBS on our EC2 instance we created in the previous lab.